Hello.
Hello, everyone. The shadow spawner now
Hello.
under control, and everything is fine in the world. Nothing terrible happened. I hope.
Amazing. Hello and welcome to the fully and entirely Swedish Flickerverse, where everyone wishes they were a Finn. Be living in Finland because of
Finland,
reasons.
indeed.
The country where we quite want to be. Yeah,
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes, that is what you will see at Malkier Talks, my Eelfin cosplay.
Mom, I want Eelfin, but we have Eelfin at home.
Yeah. I love this hat. I also have mittens with fox faces and fox ears, but I'm already feeling very, very warm, so I might have to end this cosplay soon. But yay. How you doing, Aggie?
I'm doing. I'm a bit sad, of course, because that was an absolute banger of a season finale, and I obviously want more. And the fact that we need to wait like 2 years or something for season 4, if we ever get a season 4, because come on, reunite it sometime soon. That is sad.
Yeah. I'm hoping for, let's see, I saw Nils's comment here. JordanCon would be a nice place to, announce we're getting a season 4. And 5, 6, 7, 8.
This weekend, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's soon.
So
I would be okay with that.
Sorry.
I would be okay with that.
Absolutely. We won't be there, but our dear Goatbrother will be there. I can't remember if Camille and Sulin said they were gonna be there. I think Sulin, maybe Camille.
Rob is going, right?
No.
Or is Rob going to WhatCon? Or where's Rob going?
Yeah. He's going to, Macbeth this weekend.
Macbeth.
So yeah, lots of fun things going around. Yeah, I think Sulin is going. Camille might be going. I haven't heard from them if they may manage to finalize the plans or not. Yes, Guy is putting on a play just for Rob in Prague. Yes, because it's his 40th birthday. Absolutely, and I will be there too. Yeah, so we're. I'm actually going with my mom and my sister. It's going to be our first time traveling together. So yeah,
I hope you survive.
Yeah, I might need some just like not talking to anyone after that trip, but
a bit of sound cleansing or noise cleansing.
Yeah, but it's gonna be fun. And yeah, we'll get to see Guy Roberts and Jessica Boone perform at the Estate Theater in Prague, so that's going to be fantastically awesome. And everyone, remember to congratulate Rob on his 40th birthday in, let's see, tomorrow, I think, 24th.
In about tomorrow.
I was like, what date is it today? When am I going? Where am I? We've been off for Easter celebrations, so Tuesday was Monday for me, so I'm a bit lost.
Yeah, and time zones are weird.
Tuesday was Monday. We were off Monday. Yeah. So I've been working 2 days, but whatever. Wheel of Time.
Heard about it. Heard it's
Yeah,
great.
what about it? That was a great show. I
They should do more of that.
should we do more? I thought we could, because like to start off the discussion, Rafe did an AMA or for episode 8, so I thought we could just like go through some, not all of the questions, but some of the interesting ones, and just like talk about the episode from start off there. So let's see, where did it? And buttons. So of course, what series? Took and transcribed all the questions and answers from Instagram. We had some fun ones. Also fun to see like how cast and crew were actually asking him questions, like Priyanka. So let's see if there was some interesting. So like, yeah, if they had a time limit for each episode, can't you do longer episodes? And unfortunately, they have a time cap. So, but yeah, they definitely made use of every second they got. And as we talked about earlier, like the biggest critique we have of the show is, we want more. Come on, give us more. Give us longer episodes. You didn't manage to put this into the season, or yeah.
Yeah, everything's happening too quick, basically. He wanted to be more drawn out.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's difficult to draw it out enough for book fans to be happy, because we have 14 books and we only have, well, a couple of seasons and a couple of episodes for each season. It's really rough to cram all of that stuff into 8 hours.
Yeah, and not lose like all the only show watchers that are like, oh, it's moving too slowly, or to find the perfect. I don't know how you could find the perfect balance between that, but
no, because they still have a good pacing of the show. I really like how things progress in that sense, but it just feels like I want more of it.
Absolutely. Dreamcast for Grendel, Lizzo. Also asking the important questions. Is Nynaeve's block gone? Sure looked like it. I think we both were bawling during this scene. When I realized what was happening,
the floodgates opened for me during that scene with Nynaeve, and then it just kept on for the rest of the episode.
I don't know if I necessarily thought that we were getting her, like, overcoming her block in this season, but I'm really glad we did. I think that's one of my absolute favorite scenes in the entire season. That was it. I was crying so hard. I was like, oh, that's my girl.
And I also like the fact that the confrontation between Nynaeve and Moghedien did not happen in this season, because I want so much more Moghedien.
Yes.
Give us all the Moghedien. Because she's been so amazing.
Yeah. And I think that was like when we were talking earlier, our greatest concern was like, how much are they going to cram in and rush into episode 8? So like, I'm sad that we didn't get more, but I'm also happy that we didn't get more, because that was that was a crammed episode. I wanted to see. I feel like we didn't get enough Tenchiko, and just like the Wonder Crew.
We always want more Hills of Tenchiko.
One's not enough. Is 3 too many? Yeah.
I don't actually know that's a bad thing.
Needed more hills.
More hills. Yeah.
Or I mean, is it? I mean, we shouldn't discriminate. Is odd numbers bad?
I think odd numbers are fair.
No, we like odd titties. Right. What else do we have? And yeah, we have the spoiler banner up. One is perfectly fine. Yeah. I mean,
is that Uno titty?
I thought we talked about the plains of Shinar. Let's not go there. Anyways, yeah, the whole swan thing was. I know people have strong feelings about Swan's ending, but maybe not. Maybe it's just one ending.
And I think the one thing that bothered me is again back to the fact that it's rushed, because in one scene they stilled her and in the next scene they killed her. So why the stilling? Why bother with all that? But I get it. Some time passed between those two scenes. But when I watched the show, it felt so strange that they just stilled her and then killed her.
Yeah, I mean, Elida was saying like we're gonna get all the information out of you, and
yeah,
maybe they we don't know exactly how much time passed between those moments, but and just
again, he just felt rushed.
Yeah, like no,
exactly. Yeah, so logically, I get it. I get what happened, but when I watched it, it felt strange.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting like Swan to probably die in this season, and maybe Moraine as well. That they would both die, perhaps.
I think that it's good that they actually kill people, because during this season, so many people have died. I mean, Alana died a couple of times. Moraine died a couple of times. She might still be dying because she got rammed with a sword. And I mean, there's so many deaths that you don't feel like they matter because they didn't really die. So for someone to actually die, I think we need that for a show.
Ray, yeah, Dyra just randomly survived more. It's, I mean, I get it. It also it's shock value, and it's and I get why people are, because there's a lot of Soirain fans out there.
Yeah.
It's the same as there's a lot of loyal fans out there, and Uno fans. I mean, yeah, they've made some harsh choices, but
I think I liked it. Yeah. Sorry, continue.
No, go on.
I think I liked it more when they mortally stabbed and killed Forsaken, because then it really you got the sense of how powerful they were. So when they tried to kill Lanfear a couple of times over, I think that was fine for her not to die. But when you do it with normal people, and when you state obviously that Aes Sedai cannot heal themselves, and then you do that to the Aes Sedai anyway, and they still survive because you have all these reasons, I think it was fine for the Forsaken. I think it's weird to do it that many times over for normal people, even Aes Sedai. So I want less of that and more of actual killing characters, if that is what it takes. And I really enjoyed Moghedien again when she killed, was it Robin? No, Samuel, right?
Samuel.
Yeah, like she approached him and saw an opportunity to test out what it takes to kill a Forsaken. I really enjoyed that part. And then we saw what it really took to kill a Forsaken, and I enjoyed that show. And I think that should be someone's cosplay.
Yeah. So my biggest thing there was just like Sammy didn't do much.
Yeah, he didn't.
But then I'm wondering, okay, will the Dark One revive him so we actually get like to see a Forsaken rebirth?
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know, because I think there's some Rafe question further down here about where was it? Let's see. Like yeah, they're asking about Semrog and Grendel. Can't give too much too fast. Each Forsaken is delicious, and we've barely gotten enough of Moggy, Samael, and Robin.
Yeah.
You can interpret that in different ways. Rafe does confirm that he died. Was it like yeah, what happened to Samael? Is he dead?
Yes.
Yes. But I'm wondering if we're getting our first like Forsaken rebirth here.
And if that's the case, I really want Ishi back, and I want him in agonizing. Oh God, I wanted to die, and then the Dark One brings Ishi back, and he's frustrated. I really want that scene.
So we were discussing this as well, like privately. We were like, oh, so they sort of merged, they merged Samael and Asmodean in this sense, because we had the scene where Moraine is, you're gonna teach Rand.
Yeah.
And then he dies, not by but by the hands of another Forsaken. So
and I think that also brings. Sorry, because isn't Muggedian dead by this point in the books?
No.
Isn't she killed by Nynaeve with the balefire rod?
No.
Or did they just have some sort of standoff?
They just had a standoff.
Right.
No, they book spoilers, but you know they capture Moggy. You have the whole Saladar arc where they get so much information from her, new weaves, and you know.
Oh, okay.
They learn
so that might still happen.
Yeah. Again, somewhere around in these questions are questions about Saladar.
Control F, search Saladar.
Yeah, but this... okay, it's here somewhere. Alright, there we go. So we have a lot planned for Saladar. There's a cutscene we will hopefully get to show someday of Rima, Varen, and Lyanna leaving the White Tower with a group of Aes Sedai to gather on the river on the shores of the river where Swan was born. So yeah, we got some cut stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, back to what I was originally going to ask. So we know 3 male Forsaken. We assume we're getting a 4th. Some of us were thinking we would get Asmodean this season, like hidden somewhere. But since they so clearly like merged Sammy and Asmo, I was wondering, are we getting the Demon Dread instead? Or are we getting Timon Dread? Or who's the unnamed Forsaken?
I mean, we could still get Asmodean, I guess, because, well, Samuel died and they thought he would be the one teaching around, but now we get Asmodean instead and he's the one actually teaching around. So, I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be Samodian. It could used to be Samuel, and he served a different purpose of getting Mogedion in the spotlight.
Yeah.
And then we could still get Asmodean to do Asmodean things.
And I'm also wondering who will be the Forsaken in Tier.
So in Tier we had Samuel, right? Was that Samuel in Tier?
No, Bilal.
Right, but we haven't seen Bilal at all, right?
No. Nels says, do we have an unknown Forsaken already in the show? I mean, not that we know that we've seen on screen. Someone could be.
No, that's the meaning of the word unknown. We don't know it.
No, I mean we're getting. If I can count, we're getting 8 Forsaken, right? So, and we know 7. Right? We know Lanfear, Magedion, Grendel, Semirarg. We know Ravin, Ishi, Samael. So there's one
but
left.
We've yet to see Grendel and Semirarg.
Yeah. So I mean, it could be Misana. It could be, but you know, when in season 2, right? Lanfear refers to like Grendel and then the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Nils. Have we seen them already?
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I've had theories, but they have all been cut down. So I don't know. Maybe we have.
And we just
but we also have. Oh, sorry.
What?
You wanted? I interrupted you. Did you want to say something?
I said something, but I don't know what I said. That was it.
I was also we had the scene where Leandrin is talking to Moggy and it's like, no, I wanna be chosen.
Yeah.
And I can help you. I don't remember exactly how she worded it, but but if we help each other take out the other Forsaken, then or chosen, then I can become chosen. And wouldn't you? I mean, you would be the strongest then, but I could still be chosen. Isn't it better if you're the strongest one? Because now you're the weakest chosen.
So that might be it. We get Leandrin is a Forsaken, chosen. That is the 8th one.
I mean, it could also be we get the Time Undread, so Mushroom Time is demon. But I think they also talked about time before the other Forsaken were freed. But yeah. Season 4, come on, give us. Let's see. We also VFX team and Disgrace. Oh yes. the balefire weave.
The balefire.
We need to talk about the balefire weave.
I like how they introduced it in the show for non-book readers. Like, this is the rod of balefire in some of the earlier scenes, and they was it
like,
the
don't play with that.
Yeah, don't play with that. And then she went, oh, let's see what happens if blah 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 blah. We use it on a human or whatever. And then they tried it and saw what happened, and it was glorious.
I think that's the coolest we've seen on screen so far. I really loved how that looked. So, and you can really tell, like, oh, you're reversing time.
Yeah.
Was it Jean? I think.
I don't know her name.
That Elaine killed with balefire, and you like suddenly she like her. Like, not after image, or is it not after image? Before image? Her visage.
Her silhouette. I don't know.
Yeah. And I love I've always envisioned it as, a rod, a ray of white light, and just whoosh. Very much blinding, but I loved the purple effect. It was amazing. Like Bacon Bread is saying, purple is a good color choice.
Yeah, I liked it too.
And we like, just previous to that scene, we get Elaine and Tom talking about like their relationship and how he was in the castle before, or in the palace of Andor. And I also felt that was a bit, here you're revealing everything just off the start. I get that for show purposes and like just moving the story along. And we get Elaine's like, what? Who are you really?
Yeah.
I do hope we don't get the whole Elaine with daddy issues flirting with Tom later on, because I did not enjoy that in the books. I felt like naive there. It was like, no, ew, what are you doing? No. It's like, oh, my mom was good enough. It's like, you don't have to sleep with every man your mom slept with. That's just weird.
That's not kink shame.
In this case, I'm gonna kink shame. You don't want to be buksystrar with your mom. I don't even know the.
I don't know.
Groin sisters with your mom. I don't know how to translate that term, but it's no.
It's looking at Wikipedia. It's only a word in English. Swedish. Sorry.
Yeah, but okay, I was just kidding.
Whatever.
Off with the sun hat. Anyways, I hope we don't get that weird relationship, and they can just jump to the whole Tom being protective of Elaine, and Elaine getting the whole, what, you haven't known Rob or Lord Gabriel. He wasn't in the palace 10 years ago. Okay, let's see. We're there's a lot of questions and answers. Yeah, people are demanding more Moggy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I want to
Albion.
see a Moggy spin-off. Give me a whole series with this Mogedian.
Oh, speaking of spin-offs, I watched John What Up's interview with Priyanka and Taylor. He interviewed them both at the same time. I think that's one of the most fucking hilarious interviews I've ever seen. So if you haven't watched that, people go and watch that. It's on What Up John's channel. And they were also like, oh, Alana and Maxim, they need a spin-off show. And
Yeah.
there were some great pitches in that interview, like sort of sitcom style, where Alana and Maxim have like a house in the Two Rivers, and they take care of they adopt the Coffin twins, and they need to, and they're like neighbors with white cloaks and trying to hide their channeling, and the white cloaks come over and just like knock at the door. Oh, like looking for witches. I watched the interview. I can't. It was hilarious. And also them having like a travel show together or something. I was like, we need all the Alana, Maxim, or just Taylor and Priyanka reality show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did people notice the Ashandarai hanging from the Redstone door, or Matt hanging from the Ashandarai from the Redstone door frame? Yeah, he got his stuff.
I really liked how the Ashandara just moved a bit when he hung from it.
I got warm, Nils. I'm sorry. Yeah,
made it feel like it wobbled a bit as he hung there. I think it made it feel really real and authentic.
Yeah.
And you rewatched the oh my god, what's their lair called?
What? The Sindhol?
What is Finland? Finland. What is it called?
Sindhol.
Sindhol.
Yeah.
Nothing else?
But
okay, whatever.
Ashandari at the end on the boat. I mean, he's not showing it off, I think, but I think it's pretty clear from Rafe's comment that that he took the Ashandari with him.
But I think he also might have learned a lesson flaunting the Horn of the Lair everywhere, that now that he has all these new tools, he might just not showcase them and not boast that, oh, I got this new flashy thing. I think he will hide things better.
Yeah, we'd rather show the Ashandari and take it out.
Yeah.
Oh, was that for me?
Of course he took it.
Also, some people know we didn't get the Mercedes-Benz symbol, but we got a version of it, because I think for rights issues they couldn't actually show a proper Mercedes-Benz symbol. We got a hood ornament with the pointed star. So that was a fun Easter egg.
I missed that one.
Yeah, it was just like in the background.
Right,
Yes.
Mercedes adjacent.
So yeah, I need to go. I mean, Dusty has probably just discussed all the things in the room.
Yeah, I need to rewatch the whole season.
Absolutely.
I haven't done it yet. I've rewatched a couple of scenes, and I think you've rewatched a couple of episodes. And most of all, you rewatched the scene with Eowyn.
I went through that scene over and over, and also because like I was trying to get a good look at the costume. And speaking of which, I mean, let's just talk about the Eowyn, because that's just like the best thing ever. Also, Alkari doll. We'll get to that, but let's just jump into the Eowyn.
Yeah, it was glorious.
Of course, you know this. Let me just see if I can find the. Oh, I just need to show this first. Well, Rami Park, the redstone door frame.
We need to build something like that and have in our house.
Yeah. We were just talking about like painting a redstone door frame around a door, or do something with that. But yeah, like this picture.
Robert Strange.
That's my phone background now.
Love it.
Robert Strange, who also is in Rings of Power, playing the orc. Gluck is his name, right? Or something like that?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, at first, I was like, he's furry. The Eowyn is furry. And
here we go with the king shaming again.
No,
so what is a furry?
It was like that look was so different from how I imagined it. So it took me a while. I needed to rewatch it like 10 times, 15 times. I don't know how many times I rewatched that scene. Just to like get out of my book cloaky headcanon Eowyn look, because I don't imagine them as furries, like with the pale, almost like white grayish skin, and like the big, very alien, big, just white eyes. So it took a while for me to just, okay, this is the show look. And then when you look into all like the details and everything, you just realize that costume is so well done.
Yeah.
And also go check out all the interviews with Robert Strange. Dusty did one, What series, Dragon yeah, he's done a lot of interviews, and I can't remember which one it was, but he during one of these interviews they asked them about like the furriness, and that apparently it's some sort of spray on fur. I don't exactly understand how it works, but
it's a fur in a can.
Yeah, and it works like with some sort of adhesive and then static electricity to get it. So
and a little bit of magic.
And a little bit of magic. Absolutely. I mean, look at this. It's not VFX. That's like the incredible makeup and prosthetics team. That is an unbelievable outfit. Like, where can I get spray on fur? And just like see if I had some more. Yeah, of course Sharon Gillam shared like the details in the costume. Like
so good.
The noses and yeah, like the faces. And like the spine of noses and ears on the back.
Yeah.
How many hours did he have to spend? I think I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was a lot of hours. I think they did. He said that they did like 10 days of just prep work and getting him like costume fittings and all of that and practicing, and then it was like just 1 day of shooting. And Donald didn't get to see him in the costume before they were actually shooting, so like the initial reactions were like genuine.
That's brilliant. And you also mentioned that Robert Strange wanted the whole scene translated into the old tongue, and they actually shot the scene twice, both in English and in old tongue, and then they just cut it in post-production to make it what we saw.
And he was practicing fox noises at home, like neighbors going like, "Fuck's going on in there?" But yeah, just look at this. And those heels, or lack of heels. And apparently Sharon Gillan had been a bit like worried, asking him, like showing him like those heels, like, are you okay with this? And he was like, just like, will you wear this? And he was like, of course, yes.
Because you mentioned that in one of the interviews he said that he liked this role in particular because he usually plays all the roles where he's just a brute and he's like covered in gray and he's sloppy.
Yeah.
And this is a delicate scene in a different way.
Was the rigging to keep him from falling backwards into the heels? Yes, he talked about that because it was so tough for him to stand in those. And I mean, they shot for so many hours. They did everything in 1 day, and it was a really, really long shoot. So he was probably in quite a lot of pain. But yeah, I think the outfit is more or less exactly that's just from the page, like the human skin and like part and the white leathery, or maybe the skirt should have been, or kilt thingies should have been white then as well to be like book accurate. But I think it looks really cool.
And the whole set is amazing.
Talks in the old tongue at first, but then air ripples and it continues to speak. Yeah. And the whole like his acting when he's doing like the whole saber. It's like you can really see how he's draining something from that. Like energy vampire. Like the more I look at this scene, the more I love it.
Yeah. Absolutely brilliant.
So yeah, I mean, I have said that I'm been longing to do an Eelfinn cosplay, and I might have ordered some white leather jackets secondhand. Might not go as far as the spray on fur, but
do it.
There will be something for Malkier Con. I don't know how I'm supposed to survive in boots like that. But I mean, if Aggie can be a Trolloc on stilts, then
right?
Who knows? There will be an attempt.
I think if we build the pedestal and underneath the pedestal we install we glue you to the pedestal and then we have it motorized so I can control you with a little joystick and drive you around.
Doesn't sound dangerous at all. No. Okay, here's the whole noses and ears. Look at that.
Remote Uno.
Yeah, acting and costume makeup. Or yeah. I mean, to get, you really need to, like, in all those prosthetics, make like big facial moves, because otherwise, can't get through the makeup, I guess. Yeah.
But this looks easy to replicate, right?
You just need a bunch of human noses and ears. How hard can that be to get? I'm an osteologist. I know how to handle stuff. I got tools. This is all different noses too. I mean, I think they started to make like latex, not molds, but yeah, and then from that turned them into leather. So yeah.
Do you think they're actually leather, not just latex?
No, I think they started out with some latex molds, and then they from that shaped leather in some.
Really?
I think that was the way they made it, but
because I didn't think that was leather. I thought that was actually just latex molds and then latex, maybe painted a bit.
Sharon put up like some pictures of. But she, oh, by the way, Sharon Gillam was on the Dusty Wheel, and she talked for like an hour almost about like all the costumes from season 3. So, and I know she talked about making the noses and
fair enough.
And I think they're actually leather, but I could be remembering or misinterpreting her. But yeah, they did have latex ears. And
well, Nils says the front noses are leather and the back ones might be leather too.
Yeah,
cool.
Go look at the interview with Sharon. She talks about it there if you want to know more. It was a really great interview, and I'm very jealous for everyone going to WatCon that get to meet her in person. So, and yeah, here's the mock-up.
Love it.
And yeah, I just need to show this from Instagram. Some lovely comments from our snack people, like, what is your need? Like Taylor's just like, my need is those shoes. Priyanka going, it would be fun to watch you on the treadmill with those. Maybe you should take them, then you might be able to outrun some arrows. Okay, I can talk about the eelfin and the eelfin forever, but we can move on a bit. And yeah, Alcardal. But yeah, Robert Strange did ask Ray for comments about, so eelfin next. So I mean, Elida visited the eelfin. We saw her come out of the other register and door frame, so we need the snakesies.
Yes, we do.
But yeah, or Alcard. We also have let's see. No, crap! I pushed the wrong button. There we go. We had some fun in the Isle Waste as well. There's some great behind the scenes pictures. Like I saw what series was had like I think it was for a picture similar to this one. Is like name the sword form. There were some good ones in there. My take was crouching, forsaken, leaping buttrock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Natasha's arms up. Yeah, I mean, I what was in the picture before? I mean, her. Oh shit. Her arms are. She looks like she works out.
Yep.
There was another picture where she really looks like Trinity in the Matrix. I mean, Natasha's gorgeous. I mean, obviously, she's playing the most beautiful woman ever. But this looks so much fun. I want to do that. So cool. Being bloody in the desert. But yeah, Moraine really did get proper stabbed.
Yeah.
So how she's gonna survive that? I guess wise one healing.
Because I think that she managed to heal herself somewhat with the Sakarnan, but you did not think so.
She looked pretty roughed up. Knows. Oh, cliffhanger, open ending. We'll see. She was pretty. I mean, oh, and we got the whole like the bond breaking, her feeling swan. That was pretty horrible. That was rough. Wait, I also had this one. This was a fun what series one. Speaking of the wherefore. Hadouken!
Nice.
Yeah, didn't I have where was that? Where was the Rand? The Rand pose, if we're going to. I also cried so much when Rand did his speech at Al Qaeda and it just started raining. He was like, "He made it rain. Now he's making it rain from me." But this was also in the Sharon Gillam interview on Dusty. She talked about Rand's jacket here and the process, how they made it. It's using yarn to create a pattern that tells your life story, showing the twists and turns that have made your journey. It was called the Wandering Thread, and apparently all the little triangles represents like a life-changing moment or a big moment in someone's life. So it's a weave, and with here are changes in the weave that represents changes in your life and something like that. And I thought everything is so well thought out. They put so much like heart and soul into all the costumes and like all that they do, and they're artists. They really like we've talked about this over and over again, how much you can tell that all the cast and crew really love what they are doing.
Yeah.
And how much they put into all the details and everything, even if it's not going to even show on screen. It's like, oh, the backside of this headpiece or the undershirt of this character. There's just, it's done so properly and with so much love and attention to detail.
And I think even if it doesn't show in all detail, I think when you tell the actors this is what it is, they get into their roles a whole lot better. Makes it so much easier.
So yeah, here you can sort of see the whole wandering thread pattern and just and just go and listen to that interview with Sharon. That it was really fun and interesting, and she seems like just like a lovely human being. But yeah, Al-Kardal, you have any thoughts on that scene, or just like
I like that it was shaped like a classic amphitheater kind of deal, because normally when you have scenes like that, you have thousands of people and they're like miles away, and it's like the Monty Python scene. Like, are you hearing what he says? No, I can't hear a thing because he's miles away. So the amphitheater style place that they chose for it worked kind of well for it. Yeah, I like that.
I actually saw some comment. I don't remember who posted it, but it was a discussion on Blue Sky, What Skies. There's like, that's not how sand dune acoustics work. People wanted the rocks.
The rocks would have been better.
So like, oh no, sand dunes will not bounce sound in that way. Blessed are the cheesemakers.
I do agree that the sand does not have the acoustics, but at least the shape of the whole Al-Kardar that worked in their favor.
And someone else was saying, like, wind and the desert, those stairs would be gone in like 2 hours. Just like some wind. But I guess they have,
but that's Gashine work. Yeah, Gashine work. You sweep the stairs.
Sweeping the stairs. But yeah, that was. I really enjoyed that scene, and just like cool. Couladin is perfect. Our Swedish Couladin. He's coming out there like we don't talk about Ridian. Like, The clan chiefs looking at each other a bit like, no, but they know he's a fake.
Yeah. You're a phony. You're a big fat phony.
I really love that scene, and obvious sound amplifying terrestrial seats, yes.
Yeah.
And the wise ones could have like amplified sound and stuff as well. So they sidearmed it. Like, you can always explain it like that. What was I saying? I don't know. Yeah, I was at first. I was like, oh, we're getting it. Rand's gonna make it rain, and I was like, oh no, maybe he's not. Maybe he's gonna, I don't know, go bananas and start killing people, because he was balancing there for a bit. You felt like he was drawing Sidene, and so I'm really glad that he didn't let go. but we got the whole like, oh, I'm just gonna make it rain in the desert and people are gonna stop fighting because
Yeah.
we're not. It's water. And it was a brilliant scene, I think, and I love how like Egwene, like in the show, they keep repeating, "Let go," and I hope that's gonna be like continuous throughout the series. And spoiler, eventually he will let go. He made it rain everywhere, apparently. Clouds and all the ending. I did.
I need to rewatch the whole season and pick up on all the details.
I did not pick up on that. Speaking of, or do you have something else for like the Aiel Waste, Al-Qaidal, or? Nope.
I'm all out.
So like speaking of just like ending scenes and cliffhangers, we got to see Fail and Bane and Chia just looking out over a big white cloak camp.
Yeah. So you're thinking a bit of a role reversal, that the one captured isn't Fail, it's Perrin, and Fail needs to rescue him instead.
Could be, yes. So was it someone who said that last week? That it could be. I
thought you said it.
I did not say it.
Okay,
might
so
have
someone
been
else
Roger
said
then.
Might have been.
Or someone in chat. Could have been someone in chat as well.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Wasn't me either. I think it might have been one of our dear Flickernauts.
Okay.
Sorry, we can't remember who said what. You all have a great idea. So yeah, and that we had that, and we also got. It wasn't really but we got Varen and some of the others leaving the tower, setting up Saladar.
Yeah.
Like also Rafe answered. And the Wonder Crew sailing off on a sea folk ship again, going somewhere. I guess still chasing Black Aja, Moggy. My biggest, I think, is no, we didn't get Talonriod, Guidal and stuff.
Yeah.
But season 4.
Season 4.
So I mean, since we ended on so many sort of cliffhangers and really open endings, no endings. We're just gonna need to demand a season 4. And there is a campaign going on. Wrote in the chat earlier, just everywhere, just like repost stuff with the hashtag RenewWatt, tag Amazon, tag Sony, tag Jeff Bezos, and everyone involved. And I forgot to share this, and now I don't know where it is. But Winter is Coming. Is it .net? Or they made a really great article saying that really, really need to renew Wheel of Time season 4, and that it was the greatest season of fantasy since Game of Thrones season 4 or something like that, I think they said. So it's been great reviews all around and certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. I think like the audience or the score at Rotten Tomatoes is like 97%.
Yeah.
So everyone's loving it. So like, what are you waiting for? JordanCon. We're waiting for JordanCon. Renewal at JordanCon. Yeah. Need the 2-second scene of find attention. Who just got in a boat and left. Black Aja Hunt wins. Forsaken hunting. Right. Do you have any other thoughts on episode 8?
Not that I can think of. No. I'm all out of brain juice. I need to go down to the basement and refill it. Got a tiny jar.
Right.
Got brain juice on tap.
Con in Europe that Yoshi's going to be at. Oh, it's same working in Jordan. I think that was in Romania. Was it a Comic-Con? It was. I don't know if it was Comic-Con, but something. A Comic-Con, a fantasy con of some sort. I can't be there, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, some sort of Comic-Con. No, blah blah blah. There's also been a lot of. There's a million interviews out there right now. I've tried to catch up on some of them. I don't know if it was Dusty or it might have been Dragonmount. He asked Joshua about what his if they're hopefully when we get more seasons, what his favorite scene that he wants to be on screen. And he said that he really wants to do the scene where he's in the box and then breaks out of the box and goes for Kalendor, and he's hoping for that for season 4.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. And it's he just wants to sit in a cave, bark like a dog. And then break out of the box, go slaughter, and go for Kalendor. And now I need to open the door for Matt the cat because he's scratching. Sorry. So yeah, just keep promoting the show, keep asking Sony and Amazon for a season 4. That's all we can do. So, should we wrap things up? I said we were going to do a short episode since it's just you and me, but talkative Swedes today. Who knew?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. All right, but not sure there'll be a show next week because Goatbrother is traveling this weekend. I'm traveling this weekend and the next week. I'll be in Prague. So maybe no show next week, but we will be back, and we need to also do a how was JordanCon episode with Goatbrother and maybe some other fun people, and then I guess we'll spend the longing with some new flickers. So yeah, watch out for that, people, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.